Alright, what's up guys? So, Cringe just uploaded a video titled Embarrassing Presentation Compilations. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't think I ever remember feeling embarrassed because not like the classes that they had us do presentations, like I never it was like nervous in those classes. Plus I was cool with everybody. So that's all I was like, yeah, I don't ever remember being embarrassed during. I think if anything's like I was like, okay, like I don't want to make eye contact with any of my friends because it's like that's an ongoing meme that we see to this day, and it's like they still doing it. And I've been out of school for over 10 years, and it's like you still got friends that be off up in the classroom trying to get you to laugh and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I never more so tripped about being embarrassed. It's just more so like, okay, don't get up here and start laughing. So but nah, let's go ahead see what this video is all about. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cringe for more videos like this. And with that being said, I think I remember this. Doesn't he like trip and fall or something like that? Yup. Oh, he twisted his ankle. Okay. That would have been the most strongest lock-in moment I've ever would have had to be a part of. Because that's crazy. It's like, how does it you'd be up there? Why are you even up in front of the classroom dancing in the first place? Like, that's the part that confuses me about that video when it went viral. Like, what class has you do that? But anyways.
This is a phone we've been dreaming about for a long time, but the reality of it in your hand, it's really something epic. So let's take a look. Here is iPhone 10. Now, unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, let's try that again.
Wow.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's like, bro, it's that type of stuff where it's like, I've said this in every Cringe. By the way, make sure, I can't remember if I said that, and I make sure you guys go subscribe to Cringe for more videos like this. But anyways, that's one thing you got to make sure of, is that you practice the night before when you're doing anything that's going to require you in front of a crowd of people.
Of the Starr County Republican Party Executive Committee, good evening. And thank you, not only for your attendance, but for allowing me the opportunity to speak. My name is Phil Davison, and I am seeking our party's nomination for the position of Starr County Treasurer on November 10th.
I would like you.
Why was he so hyped? I feel like, I don't know what was going on, but I feel like that the energy that he was providing, it was like, bro, that's not necessary. Relax.
To send the car onto center stage in the way that you would do it if you arrived home one evening and wanted to send the car to the garage. So using the auto valet park, just press the button and it will find its way to the garage.
Whoa. The car ain't even moving.
What?
Dang. And it's just that awkwardness of just like, okay, like, something's obviously going on here. But it's like, that's the thing where it's like, you gotta like it. That's one thing that I've noticed about these types of videos, is that the recovery, it's just they allow themselves to just continue just taking damage. And I'm like, nah, bro, you gotta have like instant recovery. I'm like, because I know people ask like, okay, what would I do in a situation like that? I'm like, all right. I'm like, obviously, we going through some technical difficulties, but anyways, moving on to the next features of the car. So yeah, I'm like, it has LED headlights, just going, just doing, saying whatever. But it's like, they're just that awkwardness of like, okay, we press the button again, still doesn't do nothing. I'm like, all right, car is going through technical difficulties, but in later presentations and videos, like, yeah, we'll do a video showcasing it and stuff. But obviously right now, car is a little camera shy and stuff. But anyways, it's just they just standing there. Dang.
Okay, it seems like it's a little bit.
And then they were like, oh, and then when we hear crowd laughter,
tonight,
that's
so,
when we'll do
their
or say
debut
something.
on the Billboard 200 #2 this summer, and now we welcome one. Guys, I'm the worst reader.
And she's reading it. I thought she just had to like remember. if it's if it's right there in front of your face, it's like, and I'm pretty sure they have you go through some rehearsal thing, and it's like, okay, what's this word here, or what's this person's name? You have practice and still mess up. That yeah, that's crazy.
Only getting bigger. Take a look.
And I can use Surface for using all the sensors that are within Windows as well. Surface works for all of those games. Movies and entertainment look great as well. Oops. Hang on just what? There.
That's it. Yeah, and it's just it's that awkward silence. That's why these videos be so embarrassing, because it just be that awkward silence. Like, okay, what's gonna happen now?
Surface works great for entertainment as well.
It's also like not telling nobody what's going on. I'm like, I think that's another thing too, where it's like just this. So it's like, all right, it looks like this tablet, its battery is dying, or I've accidentally locked myself out. So speaking of, the security system, pretty good. Then locked me out, and I'm the one that's doing the presentation. So yeah, it's just, yeah, you know, it's one of those things. People, they gotta have like presentation skills and stuff. But anyways.
And whenever I see an egg, it always intrigues me a little bit. Because I started thinking about how me and the egg are both alike. We have a similar composition, we are both fragile in different ways, and we even kind of mingle like each other. Every layer of the egg is like every layer of the human body. Me and the egg have a similar composition because just like the shell of an egg, like, look at my skin, it has pores and ridges. I mean, we're not perfect in any way.
For me, it's seeing the implementation of doing a trick, like doing it in motion capture or getting on video, and then seeing it played on the game. Especially with the new consoles, it looks real.
Okay, so if you're grabbing the way you grab your trick, it's
yeah. No, but for real, you know,
you
like
grab your trick, and then
I grab the trick, yeah,
and then they can grab their trick.
Mm-hmm. And we hope one day, Jamie, you get to grab a trick.
Hey, I grab tricks every Friday. But you guys are
Jamie,
American.
yeah, Jamie Kennedy is just he's one of those guys where it's like, you know, he's funny, but yeah, I just think that, you know, for the time being, it's like we're talking about a Tony Hawk video game. So I wonder what game were they talking about though, because it had to have been like some of the later ones. Like it had to have been. Maybe not American. Well, it could be American Wasteland, but yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like his sense of humor and Tony Hawk, it's not. It's kind of like when you flip a magnet over and you think like there's like that resistance and stuff. Like it doesn't properly connect and things. So yeah, I just think that's how that was. You know, it's just, yeah, it's kind of awkward. I'm like, yeah, Jamie Kennedy. I'm like, I don't know, maybe if it was somebody else then, but yeah, I think with Tony Hawk, it's like he has his sense of humor, you have yours. That's not gonna connect.
You're supposed to be with me, okay? We're not. Who said that? You never get out of the house, I think.
Dang. Tony Hawk is pretty funny though. Like you see like those stories where it's like people don't recognize him out in public. It's just, yeah, he comes off as like that quiet dude, but I feel like he's one of those guys where it's like, nah, he's like one of them cool guys that it's like, all right, I trust you. I'm like, zombie apocalypse, you know, alien invasion, whatever. I'm like, I trust you. But anyways.
Ladies and gentlemen, director and producer Michael Bay.
I try to take people on an emotional ride, and
The Curve. How do you think it's going to impact how viewers experience your movies?
Nice TV.
excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Michael Bay for joining us.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what is going? I don't know. Maybe it's just some stuff going on, and he didn't really feel comfortable talking about it. But I don't know. I mean, maybe he might have, you know, talked about it later on, like, oh yeah, this is what I was going through during that moment and stuff. But anyway,
system that we should keep our eyes on and can have a profound impact.
He's about to pass out. He's about to pass out. Don't fall. Don't fall. like sit down for a moment or do something. He really, bro.
On computing assistance.
Wow. That's
I can even integrate it.
Yeah, that's something where it's like that if my thing is this, if I'm a teacher and a kid tells me, beforehand, like, hey, I'm not good at presentations, like and I'm like, do you think you will pass out up in front of the classroom? Because I don't want you to go through that embarrassment. So if you need to like sit down, or if you want somebody to help you out during the presentation, whatever, I'm like, yeah, you do what you got to do, but we ain't gonna have no embarrassing moments in my classroom. Nah, you can't go out like that. So anyway,
with my voice commanding, so I can just go ahead and ask for it. Show me my most at-risk opportunities.
Show me to
No, that's not what I want.
Huh? Like, well,
let's try it again.
You can buy milk in California. Like,
show me my most at-risk opportunities. Oh, come on.
Okay, starting remote.
If this, one last try.
Talk about Need for Speed. Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback,
Man.
Yeah, it's a great game. But all right, all set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback, it's coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here.
And like watching this again, it's like I don't know if he's just nervous, and that's why, like, yeah, maybe he is a fan of the game, but he's just nervous because he's never done nothing like this before. So if that's the case, then yeah, shorten it up to where it's like, and then if people ask like, hey, how come you didn't really talk as much? It's like, I get nervous during presentations, but again, like, if you don't know nothing about the game, improvise, bro. Like, I even said, like, with the like Elden Ring, or if it's like some other game that I've never played before, yeah, let's say it's like some shooter game, or even if let's just say it's Need for Speed. So I gotta like talk about Need for Speed as if I don't know about the game. So it's like, okay, I know it's a racing game, I know it got a gang of cars, there's a story. Did Payback? I can't remember if Payback had multiplayer, but regardless, I'm like, whatever stuff that EA told me, that's what I'm going to tell them, but without spoiling the game. So yeah, I'm like, it's one of those games that's going to take you through an emotional ride, no pun intended. But yeah, it's like they're gonna have a gang of cars. I'm like, a whole bunch of customization. Like, this is going to be one of those Need for Speed games to remember years down the road. Then we look up one day and it's getting a remaster. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's just say improvise, like come up with something. But anyway,
is the producer on the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey, man.
It's a fully fledged multimedia machine capable of delivering digital TV, whether it's live or recorded TV. Audio, video.
They're not an interested day. Wow.
The main areas of business that I see this being aimed at are corporate businesses, for the home environment, where for the disconcerting home professional.
Nick never recovered from his disastrous pitch.
Yeah, man, presentations, they can be awkward for some. I just think that it's definitely one of those things, like I said, practice beforehand. If you do practice and still mess up, then yeah, just talk, like, I guess, like, be open with the crowd and stuff, like, whether it's a big crowd, small crowd, but yeah, just be open with the crowd and just be like, yeah, I sorry, forgive me for my awkwardness, like, I don't do too many presentations and stuff. And I feel like that once when you break that barrier, I feel like that at that point, it's like, okay, like, what could possibly go wrong? Like, I'm open with the crowd. They know that, I'm not good with presentations, especially if it be them types of crowds too, where it's like, if they can sense that you're not good with presentations, but they still clap and cheer for you and stuff, that means they like, yeah, you won over that crowd. You're cool with that crowd. But yeah, it's like, you just up there like, All right, so with this this Xbox controller, it's it plays games, and it's like, yeah, bro, just walk up off the stage at that point. Like it's cool, man. We'll just look up the facts when we buy it at a store or something. But anyways, but yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cringe for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.